What's good, everyone? Today is June 26th, and this is the market recap. So, we did have some red folder news this morning at 8:30. We created a data high right here. We also created a low right here. This looks like a data low, but this was at 8:34, so I'm not sure if this was from Trump tweeting something or some sort of other news, but whatever this was not on the economic calendar. So this was a significant low, though. I wanted to see price obviously take this out, and then going into New York session open here, price was super bullish and overextended. So I'm going to jump onto the 4-hour time frame so we can see that here. So zooming in, we see price was very, very overextended. We've been super bullish as of recently, and I wanted to see some sort of retrace, and we had this bullish 4-hour fair value gap that was right here. So ideally, I wanted to see price come down, fill this gap, and get a reaction back to the upside. This is actually, what we got. Actually, I'm going to leave this marked out here. So we can see it when we hop into the 1 minute time frame. So we see off of New York session open, we made a move to the downside. This was great. Everything was aligning perfectly. We had this data high here. We had another 1-hour high above. And overall, price is super bullish. So I want longs. It's hard to go against the trend when price is this bullish. So we come down, and I thought that we were going to get an inverse. Ideally, I would have loved to see if we inverse this fair value gap off of this right here, but we ended up respecting this bearish gap twice, actually 3 times. It came up in here, boom, boom, boom. Made a move further to the downside, and then finally had a reaction back to the upside here. And the reasoning behind why I did not take this trade is because if we do a measurement here from the bottom of this wick to the candle that inverse this 1 minute fair value gap, so that's 62 points. So from the bottom of this to the candle that inverses fair value gap was 62 points away, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullish candles in a row on the 1 minute time frame. So the odds that this right here has a retrace before moving higher and stops me out, from what I've seen, trading for quite some time, the odds I get stopped out on this trade, very, very high. So that's the reason I didn't take this, because obviously if I enter here, stop loss is going to be, shut this magnet off, stop loss is going to be right below the inverse, and I'm going to be targeting these 1-hour highs, data highs, and the 1-hour highs as well. As we can see, the trade would have gotten stopped out at break even regardless. Also, my break even point would have been right here. So that's another thing. The break even spot, first internal high after the inverse, which was right here, was, what is this? Let's see. 8 points. So 8 points from the entry. There's no room for the trade to breathe whatsoever. And the odds that we do have a retrace before moving higher and I get stopped out, super, super high. So that's why I didn't take this trade here. I think, this was the only setup that I was looking at today, just because price is super bullish. I wasn't looking for any shorts after taking out this 1-hour high because I didn't want to go against the trend. But that's the reasoning behind why I didn't take this trade. Obviously, if I did take it, would have got stopped out at break even anyway. But, I'm super patient, and no need to force trades like this. Ideally, if we're going to inverse a fair value gap, I'd like to see it down here, closer to our reaction. So, when you have a inverse that happens this high up in the leg, odds you get stopped are super, super high. So no trades for me today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these market recaps. I'm going to keep them coming every single day. And, if you guys want other sorts of educational videos, feel free to let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. And I hope everyone has a great Friday tomorrow. Let's end the week strong.